on you and Mary, and I've read in a lot of articles that Mary Zimmerman has a very unique directing style in which she actually writes like most of the script in between rehearsals. And so I was just wondering if you could tell us what it's like as a set designer, kind of like to work with a specific style and what it is.
Sure. Yeah, it's a very different way of working. I mean, often as set designers, you read the play, and you really are, sort of gleaning what you need to support, what action you need to support, and whatnot. And with Mary, when you start to work, there is no play. There's no script. Very often she works on myths or really thick books. Usually really thick books. So we read the book together, whether it's the Odyssey or Ovid's Metamorphosis, or in this case, White Snake, in which actually has like an infinite amount. There's a ton of different adaptations of this because it was really storytelling that was passed along. So a lot of different sort of written versions of it. But basically, when we start, there's nothing except the book. And she generally has some sort of ideas of what often she'll have their scenes out of the play that she knows, like, she really loves. And she might have a sort of a staging idea of that. But that's it, really. So the first thing to happen is the set. So sets are big, and they cost a lot of money, and they take a long time to build, So I think it would be great if we could if the set could develop as the rehearsals are developing as well. But it's just not possible in this country to work that way. So we design the set first. It's the very first thing that's designed, that happens. And so really I've got those few things she's talking about. I've read the book. And you just try to create something is often in design, you're creating something to support the action of the play. With Mary's stuff, you're creating something that has potential action in it. You know what I mean? You're trying to anticipate things being used in different ways, and what we might do, or you could do it this way, or this could be used for this or this. So we get together and we poke around and stuff, and generally then after the set's designed, then she begins writing the first day of rehearsal. And goes home at night, she writes at night, and then brings in a few pages, and then rehearses with the actors, go home, writes. So basically, it's done by the time you open, is how it's usually done. And that's really great for her to work. It's a great way to work with actors, because she's literally like, if you're cast, she gets to know you more and more, and she writes specifically for each individual actor. So once the set is done, that ends up really affecting, like when we did Metamorphosis, the set was just a square of water, really. And it ended up, she sort of had six things she was going to do, and she ended up really choosing different stories to sort of tell in it, because the set inspired her in different ways. So as a set designer, it's sort of great. It's a really fun way to work, because you really, your work ends up having, it's very integrated into what she's doing, and it inspires her, which is fun.